Hi, so I want to address a question that I'm getting asked a lot right now, and I think it would be beneficial to share this out there, and that is how we deal with debtors in a COVID-19 environment, and some tactics and techniques that are useful in obtaining payment, because what we're noticing right now is everyone's holding their cash pretty tight and they're not paying, and some people are not paying because they can't pay, and some people are not paying because they just don't want to. There's uncertainty. They're holding it for as long as they can because their situation is hard to predict as well. So that leads into the two reasons why debtors don't pay, and there are only two reasons. So they can't pay or they won't pay. Now, if they can't pay, you need to explore that. You need to verify that, because often debtors will say they can't, but actually they fit into the won't category. So verify that they can't pay. Once you've dealt with that, then you need to be looking at things like payment arrangements and some thinking outside the box issues. I mean, maybe they can go and get the interest-free loan from the government and use that to pay, and that could be a suggestion that a creditor might want to make. And try to push them to places that they can go and get money to be able to pay. But if they can't, then what kind of payment arrangement can you justify and that you can live with? And because a payment plan is often going to be better than incurring all the legal costs, going down the legal track, and then having a net worse off position. If they won't pay, so these are people who maybe they're using COVID-19 as an excuse, and there are people that are doing that. There's a lot of people that are genuinely struggling, but there are a lot of people that are hiding behind it. And so for the people that won't, maybe they're creating fictitious disputes, maybe they're making allegations to hide behind. For those people, you want to take a fairly robust approach. If you can issue a statutory demand, then my advice is issue a statutory demand. So if the debtor is a company, the debt is not substantially disputed and it's due, just go in with the stat demand. Gives the debtor 15 working days to pay. If they don't pay, then you can apply to liquidate at the High Court. Now, obviously the goal is not to liquidate at the High Court, but the goal is to get paid. In my experience, that process gives creditors the best opportunity to get paid, because debtors are often juggling, or they're preferring some people over others. You want to be at the top of that list, and in my experience, the creditor who is applying to the High Court to liquidate is generally going to be the top of the list. So you want to be at the front. You want to be the front of the list. You need to take these steps. You need to be proactive, not reactive. And so that's a massive tactic that I encourage our clients to use, is to be very proactive through this process. And for smaller debts, whether maybe they're disputed, disputes tribunal is a efficient way to deal with those, and that's a DIY process, and you can go down that path as well. So look, not a lot has changed from the normal processes that we would use to collect money in COVID-19. You probably just need to be a bit more empathetic in that process, but the actual process itself is the same. So look, if you've got any questions, got any comments, feel free to drop them in the comments below and I will get to them. Thank you.